What's going on, y'all? Chuck Nunface here. Gonna take a quick look at this knife right here. This is the Lamia from Steingraber Performance Knives, aka Alex Steingraber. He is a one-man shop out in, I believe, either upstate New York or in Pennsylvania. I'm not 100% sure, but it's somewhere in that general area. And yeah, he's been making knives for a little while here. He's got some fixed blades. He's got, I believe it's called the Sasquatch, and he's also got the Shark. Yeah, the SPK Shark, which are both fixed blades. And this is his first foray into folders. This is the Lamia. Yeah, essentially his whole philosophy behind knife making is going to be performance driven. So it's all about geometry, so blade geometry, edge geometry, heat treatments, and just general machining and construction and everything like that. So that's really, I mean, he's kind of like a knife nerd or an edge geek that is got some machining skills and some technical skills, and is definitely in the process of making some pretty dope ass knives. So yeah, this one right here, it's got a 3.5 inch blade, maybe just a hair under 3.5 inches, but almost all of it is cutting edge as well, as you can see if you're going to do it, you know, from this point right here. You know, you'll see that you've got pretty much almost the whole blade is cutting edge right there. And this one happens to be, you know what, just like my last video, I'm not 100% sure the steel on this one. Not sure what it is. I don't know if this is a crew wear. I don't know if this is a M4 S90V. I don't know what he did. And this knife is not mine. Also, this is another one on loan from my friend Tim. Appreciate you letting me check this out. He's the same gentleman that let me try out the Holt Morpheus. So I'm not going to really do like a full review, just going to kind of go over the knife a little bit here. It is a titanium frame lock folder. It does have some milling on the inside, which I don't know. Yeah, you'll be able to see that a little bit. It's got some milling. Milled out, so weight reduction pockets right there. It has got some nice milling on the scales themselves in that pattern, and it's got that beautiful gold and light purple, almost pinkish purple color anodization. Now that may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you know, you can certainly opt for a different colorway if that's something that you would want. But I do like I do happen to like the color on that. Now the blade itself, which is really the most important part, he does everything. It's all done through CNC machining and milling and everything else. And so you can see the mill lines on the blade there. Yeah, you can see them right there. Nice thin blade stock. Nice thinness behind the edge. And yeah, so he does everything is all machined, so he's very big on that and getting the right tolerances and everything else. It does run on phosphor bronze washers. He has done some with bearings, and I don't know if you can actually do conversions where you can get spacers put in there, you know, kind of like a Hinderer, the Hinderer tri-way pivots. I don't know if he does it like that. But his most recent run is, as well has been done with Teflon washers. So he's just kind of experimenting with pivot bearing systems for these knives right here. It's definitely driven towards performance. This whole knife right here is definitely driven towards performance, and going to be cutting. So it's going to have a nice heat treat. Like I say, I don't know 100% what steel this is, but it is going to have a good heat treat. That much I know. The Shark that I had, my Shark was crew wear, if memory serves. I don't have that knife anymore. I ended up trading it or selling it or something like that, but I believe it was crew wear, and his heat treat on that was awesome. That knife cut for days, no problem. Plus, you know, the geometry is so great on these. Like, even if you know, if you lose your initial edge and it doesn't have that peak sharpness, which is going to happen through use, the geometry is so good where it's just going to continue slicing. It's not really going to be an issue. But yeah, of course, obviously you'd have to go ahead and get it sharpened at some point, touch up the edge. But I mean, really, if you're just using this through normal EDC tasks, you should be able to, you know, barring any chips or anything like that, you should be able to just drop this for a good long time and kind of be able to still have it well within Adequate use. Yeah, so this knife, it's been out there on the market. He's got a couple different iterations. It's been on the market for over a year now, probably a year and a half, going on 2 years. So they've really been circulating. They're in users' hands, mostly positive feedback. There are people, or there's one person in particular that calls it okay. So it's kind of got the unofficial moniker of the okayest knife in the world. There's another guy on Instagram that Alex and this gentleman really don't get along a whole lot, and he's made some criticisms of both his construction and his heat treat and everything else. And I'm not going to get into all that. You can kind of do your own research on that and see where you fall on that subject and everything else. But from what I can tell, it seems more like a popularity contest. Do you like the person that's criticizing the maker, or do you not like the person that's criticizing the maker? And that's might be where you kind of fall on the issue. I don't know. I find it entertaining, when these things kind of pop off and kind of get the popcorn and just kind of check it out and see what's happening. There's usually a wrong on both sides when these things, are kind of made public, but all that being said, you can kind of decide for yourself on that. This is a knife that I would definitely recommend checking out. I don't know if I'm going to seek to purchase one myself. I do tend to like things that are a little bit beefier. It's just kind of what I like. But certainly from a use and performance standpoint, this knife is going to do really, really good as an EDC knife. It's going to be up there with some of the best slicers and long-term performers and everything else. So it's certainly something where if you like it, you should definitely check it out. I would say my only real complaint about the knife is just going to be the pocket clip. It's a little stiff. It's not the greatest in and out of the pocket. But that would really be the only thing that if I could change something about this, that would probably be it. Everything else, I think Alex and Steingraber Performance Knives pretty much nails on this. Don't call it a review. It's definitely not that. I haven't used this extensively or anything, but I just kind of wanted to share in a quick video, give everybody a quick look at it, and let you see if it's something that you would want to maybe pursue picking up yourself. Now, just give him a follow on Instagram. Just go ahead and search him there. Sign up on his website for newsletters. That's where he does drop information, what he's going to have, what colorways are going to be available, what steels there are, etc., and what time the drop is going to be. That's most important, and also some rules for purchasing and everything else. So if you want to pick one of these up, that's your best bet, is to go ahead and follow him on Instagram and sign up for his newsletter as well, and kind of get that information sent directly to you. But that's going to do it for me. Appreciate you checking it out. I'm going to have some more regular content pretty soon here, but I just wanted to kind of get something out. Doing it from my car is not my first choice, but sometimes you got to take your opportunities when you get them, and hopefully I'll have a little bit more time to kind of do a regular, more formal review on some knives that I've been wanting to take a look at and get uploaded and get put on the channel pretty soon. But that's going to do it for me. Give me a follow on Instagram at Chuck_nunface. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Certainly would appreciate that. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and kind of get my content out there and get the algorithm pushing it. So appreciate it, y'all. Stay tuned for the next one.